all that Shi-Banga-Bang here on LBF.
Alright, welcome to another episode of All That Shi-Banga-Bang. It's been a long time since my previous episode. Go check it out. Hand puppet time. Anyway, a few of my veggie YouTuber collaborators, cohorts, have pointed me to this article from Jesus Freak Hideout. And they're talking about a new VeggieTales feature film that's slated for 2026. And you guessed it, it's got LarryBoy in it. Ooh, let's get that algorithm. Let's slap LarryBoy onto the front page and get those clicks. Yeah, get them clicks, guys. Okay, so I first heard about it from Finn from Ultimate Unofficial VeggieTales podcast and also from John Bostic. Go check out their content. They're phenomenal. Okay, now here's what I have a problem with. Well, not necessarily a problem. It's more skepticism than problematic. Well, I don't know. It's like, I don't know how to feel about this. I just don't. Because I was looking through this article, and it's like, oh, it better not be like the Babylon Bee. Because the Babylon Bee is notorious for putting out satirical content. In other words, their articles are fake. But we're talking about Jesus Freak Hideout. Now, Jesus Freak has been mentioned over and over on K-Love. So, if Jesus Freak is a part of K-Love, like an affiliate or something, this has to be real, right? Okay, so who do we got? We got Big Idea Content Group and Kingstone Studios. Now, I didn't know what Kingstone Studios was at first, but I looked it up and they're pretty popular for their Bible comics. Now, let me tell you, their comics look awesome. They look super, super amazing. It's like, I want one. I want a copy of the graphic novels. Because you know me and my love for comics. So I was reading this article, which, by the way, this article was published January 30th, but it was updated today, I think. So, a collaborative development agreement for an upcoming untitled LarryBoy 2026 theatrical release to the big screen for the first time. And I gotta agree with this statement. VeggieTales is the absolute gold standard for faith-based children's animation. And then they mentioned the first two theatrical films, Jonah and Pirates Who Don't Do Anything. Okay, so this next paragraph really got me questioning everything. And this quote was from Leslie Farrell from content group Universal Pictures. Big Idea Universal, basically. LarryBoy is a fan favorite. Who doesn't love a superhero that has plungers on the side of his head? The fans are always asking to see more of him. With LarryBoy in the lead role, we know we can deliver an entertaining movie for the whole family. Okay, now I'm a little iffy on this woman's statement, because she looked super excited, like when the teaser trailer for the VeggieTales show came out, which I had to go back and re-watch. And keep in mind, that teaser video came out, what was it, in 2019 or something like that? About 4 years ago. 4 years ago, basically. It's like, you looked super excited to bring VeggieTales back, and then the VeggieTales show just comes and goes, and there was a lot of problems with it, which I've talked about in some of my reviews.
It's new in that we've added some new elements, but we've kept what's so beloved about the show, everything that's so special about VeggieTales. And we've also kept what's so iconic to the brand.
And then you guys came up with the VeggieTales podcast, which no one asked for. And now, today, you're saying, oh, LarryBoy's a fan favorite. Okay, so I managed to write down what this Leslie Farrell said in the teaser trailer to the VeggieTales show. It's new, and we've added some elements. But we've kept what's so beloved about the show. Everything that's so special about VeggieTales. And we've also kept what's so iconic to the brand. There's lessons that really go deep and wide. But they're really poignant, and they're really accessible to kids. Then VeggieTales show comes out. The animation is a little wonky in some areas, a little lazy in some areas, episodes being rushed out the door like nah, and then spitting in our face with the podcast. Again, no one asked for it. So this is definitely PR speak, basically saying, oh, we care about VeggieTales and we want to keep what was special about VeggieTales, but oh, I'm sorry, we had to kick out Phil and Mike because they wanted more creative freedom. It's like, no, we can't have that. We can't. So, bye-bye, Phil. Bye-bye, Mike. Piss off. And here you go, podcast. So what makes you think that I'm going to trust Universal, with this supposed LarryBoy movie? LarryBoy's a fan favorite. Uh-huh. Well, you didn't really treat him like that a lot in the VeggieTales show. I mean, there were some good episodes. Not gonna lie. But episodes like Menacing Mushroom, come on. And then using him for half an episode of the VeggieTales podcast, get real. Who doesn't love a superhero that has plungers on the side of his head? Fans are always asking to see more of him. Yeah, I was one of those people that was asking more of him. But y'all wouldn't give it to us, would y'all? So what's it gonna take? Do we have to put your feet to the fire and say, hey, we want LarryBoy in order for you to do something? Y'all end y'all's podcast after season 2. The podcast is put to a grinding halt. Gee, I wonder why. But then you idiots come out of the blue and say, check this out. LarryBoy's a fan favorite. We'll work with the studio to give you guys a LarryBoy movie. We know we can deliver an entertaining movie with LarryBoy in the lead role. Huh? We're giving it to you. We're giving it to you. You guys are begging at this point. Y'all are begging for us to give a damn about you. So I was on Twitter earlier today because I learned about this at around 6 o'clock today. 6 o'clock in the evening. So I bring this up on Twitter. And here's what I said. I shared the article on Twitter. So far, this seems legit. Though, I'm not budging until we see a trailer. If Universal can build up hype around the Super Mario Bros. Movie, then I want to see almost that same hype here. And I definitely mean that. I'm serious. It's like when the trailers came out for the Super Mario Bros. Movie, it was live streamed. People were reacting to the trailers. It was huge. When it was coming out, when it was being announced, hey, this is who's going to be in the movie. Illumination's going to animate the movie. There was like a lot of hype for it. So if you want me to take this LarryBoy movie seriously, we need some kind of hype. Because right now, it's just bare bones what you're giving us. You're giving us words. Basically, empty words. You may have fooled us, like, with your statement for the VeggieTales show, but you're not going to fool us here. I'm sorry, Miss Leslie, but you're giving us empty words. Even Finn tweeted out this article, and he was like, I'm scared. And he tagged Bill Vischer. Okay, let's see what the comments are like. Oh yeah, my response to him saying that he was scared, I said, so am I. LarryBoy in the Marvel Comics confirmed. Marvel Universe, that's what it means. As we all are, yeah. Oh, here's a good one. Without Phil or Mike, this is going to be a train wreck. Yeah, it'll probably be a train wreck. Okay, I just realized I got someone replying to my tweet. What did they say? How are they going to do LarryBoy without the voice of Larry? Yeah, that's a good question because we're not sure if Phil and Mike are going to be involved in this movie at all. Because they're still out. They're not with Big Idea anymore. They were kicked out, remember? So that's another red flag. There are red flags everywhere. I mean, as much as I want to support this, I want to be happy that there's going to be a LarryBoy movie, but at the same time, there's a lot of skepticism. Are they actually going to give us a movie, or is this false hope? Is this going to be like of them disappointing us with the VeggieTales show, the reboot that couldn't even get past season 1? Or is it going to be like the VeggieTales podcast where you guys give up somewhere in season 2? Again, no one asked for that podcast. It's like they're listening to themselves. They're not listening to the fans at all. And y'all are the same people that kicked out Phil and Mike because they made the cardinal sin of asking you guys for more creative liberties, creative freedom. Oh yeah, I posted a gif of Barnaby Ghost Owl doing this with his eye. Telescope! And I said, I'm telling you, this was literally me when I heard news about Universal and Kingstone Studios teasing a theatrical LarryBoy movie. But then again, I'm skeptical. If they want to make a movie, make it happen. Do it. You say y'all are looking at a 2026 release? That's what they said? Yeah. That's the potential release date, 2026. You have between now and then to give us a movie. I mean, nowadays that's plenty of time to make a movie. So, make it happen. Don't just talk about it, do it. Because I'm not going to believe a damn thing that you guys say until I see some progress. Until we see something like a trailer. Put out a teaser. If Pirates Who Don't Do Anything was able to put out a teaser for their movie just showing concept art. Even if it's just concept art that you gotta show for in this teaser, do it. But until then, this news about a LarryBoy movie happening, finally, supposedly, I'm gonna hold back on. And as much as Leslie is saying LarryBoy is a fan favorite, she didn't seem that way. Universal didn't seem that way when they decided to kick out Phil Vischer and Mike Naraki, the original creators of VeggieTales. Y'all just kicked them out because, oh, they were asking for too much? How dare you ask for more creative freedom? How dare you? But now, 4 years later, you're like, LarryBoy is a fan favorite. We're gonna support that. We're gonna give you guys a movie. So how am I supposed to believe NBC Universal now? How am I supposed to believe you guys when all you've shown throughout the years with the VeggieTales show and the VeggieTales podcast? How are we supposed to believe you now? I mean, is Universal suffering right now? Is the Mario Bros. Movie not giving you enough money now? Are the wells drying up? Is the VeggieTales podcast not giving you enough viewership? Or should I say listenership? Because all it is audio. And we could only speculate what the characters are doing in the podcast episodes with your creepiest sound effects. And some of the characters not acting like themselves or not sounding like how they should. Are you guys suffering from the VeggieTales podcast? Just like the rest of us? Are you suffering with us? You guys want to make a LarryBoy movie, huh? Well, guess what? We're going to have expectations. I'm going to have expectations. I want this movie on my conditions. On the VeggieTales fans' conditions. And if you so ever put a teaser trailer to LarryBoy Movie and it's deemed terrible, y'all are going to hear about it. And we're going to say, no. Go back to the drawing board. Do it again. Because I don't trust y'all. I don't 100% believe that this is going to happen. This is just words. Empty words. And like I said, until a teaser trailer comes out confirming all this, and it's from Big Idea and Universal proper, then I'm just going to say, whatever. And that sucks because I really want to believe this. I want to believe that this is going to happen. Sure, it's going to be a while between now and 2026, the year 2026, but damn it, there's like a lot of movies and studios that are able to put stuff out within 2 years. So 2 years is a good time frame. So you guys have no excuse. You're giving us 2026. And if you so ever change that, push it back to 2027 or 2028, then that's it. You guys are done. If you do that, it's over. If y'all push this back, even 1 year, 2027, you're done. I'm not believing a damn thing you say from now on. That'll be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Because I'm sick and tired of hearing things and them not coming to fruition, or they do something half-assed. I'm sick of things being half-assed, and this is terrible. LarryBoy does not deserve this. You say LarryBoy is a fan favorite. Well, no. If you believe he's such a fan favorite, y'all should have had done more for him. Y'all should have done more for him in the VeggieTales show, the podcast, merch. What are y'all doing with LarryBoy right now? What are y'all doing? I'm so sick of you guys promising and then it's like giving stuff that's half-assed. Y'all couldn't even keep him for a full episode of the VeggieTales podcast. He was only in it for half the time and that's it. Oh, but y'all were more than happy to put him in the description, advertising that he was going to be in it, only for him to be in half the episode. Half the damn episode. Again, I want to be excited about this news. I want to be excited, but I can't support NBC Universal if they're going to be giving us half-assed content, or there just be radio silence whenever we try to ask them, like, what's going on with VeggieTales? What are they going to do? What are they going to do with Big Idea? How come Phil and Mike are not in Big Idea anymore? It's just shady corporate stuff, and I'm sick of it. And that's part of the reason why I've been focused more on Billy Bustup, because, yeah, they're an indie game studio, but at least they're doing stuff right now. They're not leaving fans in the dark about things. I mean, sure, they have a Patreon where they share exclusive stuff, but they're also sharing stuff on Twitter. They're sharing stuff publicly. Even if you don't have Patreon, they're still sharing tidbits of what they're working on. And I made a video about it. Link right there. Do you see that ball up there? Yeah, but you get the idea. Support a company that cares about you and what you think. Big Idea and NBC Universal, they're not doing that right now. If Phil and Mike were still on this, they would have been more than happy to tell you what was going on. Because then the creative juices would be flowing and they would be saying, oh, we're doing this and get ready to see this. Stuff like that, blah, 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 blah. But we're not getting that with corporate. I'm sorry, but we're not. So again, that's part of why I've been more focused on Billy Bustup than this. Because with Billy Bustup, I feel like I'm being listened to. Whenever I do fan art for them, some of it gets recognition. A lot of it actually, because I hashtag Billy Bustup on my DeviantArt page, Twitter page, and they would be so gracious to tell people, yeah, we're thinking about doing this, we're thinking about doing that. There's like a bunch of ideas. They have a lot of ideas, and sure, they may not be able to share everything because they're working with Humble Games, which is their publisher, and they signed NDAs and all that. But at least they're doing stuff. You see them doing stuff left and right, and they even built up hype when it came to the updated cutscene for Barnaby. And they set up a premiere on Halloween where you got to see the cutscene. It was polished, it was well done. They even demoed what the gameplay was going to look like and the improvements. I just had a great time. This past Halloween, I saw the premiere. I saw it live. And a lot of people were typing in the chat like how excited they were. It was so memorable. It was like one of the most memorable things to happen on my channel was reacting to the updated cutscene when it was live. I had a great time. It was a great experience for me to see how much that the Billy Bustup game devs have worked their asses off to polish something like the Barnaby cutscene and chase sequence. I had such a great time, and I even dressed up for it. I dressed up as Barnaby Ghost Owl. I want to be just as excited whenever there's a teaser trailer to come out for LarryBoy. I'll do a live reaction. A lot of us will react to the teaser trailer. We will react to your stuff. We'll do it. We will. Because there's fans out there. There's still LarryBoy fans out there. Big Idea, NBC Universal. So why not give us what we want? Give us a teaser trailer. Otherwise, this article is just blah, 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 blah. Oh my god, my voice is hurting because of all the screaming I did. Because of all the screaming I'm doing, it's like right now I'm just frustrated. I feel like I have a better experience with Billy Bust-Up than this. It's like, can you guys top that? Can you guys top Billy Bust-Up? Can you guys top Super Mario Bros. Movie from Illumination? Can you guys top that? My answer is, I don't know. Most likely y'all won't. But you know what? Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I would like to be proven wrong. It's like, I'm begging you guys to prove me wrong. It's like, I don't even know what to say to this at this point. I don't know. Alright, we got some people liking my posts on Twitter in regards to this article. I'm not holding back when it comes to what I think about this whole thing, but I am holding back on believing it 100%. I'm scared just like Finn and everybody else. I share that same sentiment because all it is just words. It's just words. I don't know what to believe at this point. I don't. And it's sad because I want to support this. But history has shown time and time again that NBC Universal is going to do whatever the hell it wants. Whether it's putting out mediocre VeggieTales content like the podcast or simply ignoring it. Because you've already ignored us. You've ignored the fans already. It's like if you're being abused by someone, you leave them, and then sometime later they come out of the blue like, oh, don't worry, I've changed. I'll stop neglecting you. I'll stop abusing you. Please take me back. By then, you're already with somebody else. And Billy Bust-Up is that somebody. But that doesn't mean I'm going to give up on LarryBoy. I mean, come on. I grew up with LarryBoy. LarryBoy is a part of my persona. And you see that in my fan art. I have a lot of plans for LarryBoy. Might not look like that now, but yeah. Yeah, LarryBoy is still a part of me. Even though Barnaby Ghost Owl is mixed into that. You know what I mean? Alright, so I'm going to leave it at that. I want to know what you guys think about this latest news from Big Idea and them proposing a LarryBoy theatrical release for 2026. Anyways, this has been Ronnie, also known as LarryBoy Fanatic, the eyes and plunger ears of the LarryBoy multiverse. Always and forever. Anyways, this has been all that Shi-Banga-Bang. Tune in for another episode. See you guys.
But we've kept what's so beloved about the show, everything that's so special. And we've also kept what's so iconic